For most of our lives, the weather's been an easy conversation starter, because talking about the weather was in essence talking about normalcy. But weather wasn't always so mundane. Earth's atmosphere has changed dramatically over the last 4.5 billion years, and humans have only been around for a small part of that time. In just the last 100 million years, the Earth has been both a little colder and a lot hotter than today. Around 200,000 BCE, the Earth was too cold for the dinosaurs, but the cooler temperatures favored warm-blooded mammals like us. Our first ancestors emerged in what's now Africa, but they didn't stay put. They moved constantly, partially in response to their environment. In their world, climate patterns were unstable. They governed where and how people lived. Gradual changes in the Earth's tilt and the orientation of its axis caused glaciers to advance and retreat. Ecosystems fluctuated between hot and cold, fertile and arid. This unstable climate made it too risky for humans to settle down. Then, around 10,000 BCE, people across completely disconnected communities began to build permanent settlements. This was the beginning of what we now call civilization. What prompted this radical shift from being nomadic to settled? The answer lies in the history of climate. Around that time, the atmosphere entered a period of stability with an average temperature that was just right for humans, and for the plants and animals that we rely on. This period was special and brief. In fact, it represents just 6% of the time that humans have been walking the Earth. But people in the modern era have assumed it to be normal and permanent. This comfortable stability allowed our ancestors to shift their focus from day-to-day survival to building complex communities with their own individual cultures, governments, and economies. Today, the assumption of that stability is reflected in almost every aspect of modern life, from how we grow our food and manage water, to the way we construct our buildings, and even in our cultural practices. But in the last 250 years, humans have emitted so much carbon into Earth's atmosphere that the global average temperature is now higher than it's been since the beginning of civilization. And if greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere continue to rise, the global average temperature will soon exceed that of any other time in human existence. The Earth could again become much hotter than it is today. By continuing to generate greenhouse gases at our current rate, we're disrupting the predictable climate we've been thriving in, and ultimately, everything we've built upon it. Sometimes, small-sounding numbers like 1.5, 2, and 3 can actually make a big difference. We know this is true for people we care about. When someone's unwell, we ask if they have a fever. If their body is 1 degree Celsius or 1.8 degree Fahrenheit warmer, they're uncomfortable. 2 degrees Celsius or 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're suffering and need care. More than that, and their life is in danger. A healthy civilization also depends on a stable temperature. Our planet is already running a fever. We need to change. Talking about weather won't be as mundane as it once was. We have the tools and the skills to avoid losing the most precious aspects of civilization. Using them effectively will take courage, hard work, imagination, and, most importantly, a return to being aware of our climate.